It is February, and as such, it is Black History Month. Because of this, we hope you enjoy the route in which we introduce this new series, spending this month showcasing some iconic DC heroes of color who are usually overlooked, forgotten, or ignored. Thank you. Please note, we're using the New 52's Prime Earth lore, but because information in the new universe is lacking, especially in terms to the Dakotaverse superheroes, we'll be using information from the previous Dakotaverse version to fill in the current possible blank information spots. Thank you. One of the DC superheroes that is only now starting to garner traction amongst readers and viewers is none other than Icon. You may have seen him recently in the amazing animated series found on Cartoon Network known as Young Justice. He was seen in the red outfit with the green cape, being the mentor of the young protege, Rocket. Icon, who goes by Augustus Freeman IV when not donning the green cape, was created by none other than Dwayne McDuffie, who's actually evidently the half-brother of the comedian Keegan-Michael Key from the comedian duo Key and Peele. And the other creator of Icon is that of Dennis Cohen. Now, Icon himself brought a message to society amongst all comic book readers. He is found readily quoting Booker T. Washington alongside other black activists, and it is his sidekick who is the one who pushes him to aspire to be one that the youth can aspire to. He is even at one point marked as a strict conservative, but begins to shift those views based on the interaction with Rocket, who herself grew up in the poorest, most gang-ridden areas of the Dakota City. These interactions is what led Augustus to rethink his views by adjusting those thoughts and recollections and see the perspectives through other people's eyes. It seems as if McDuffie himself wanted Icon to be a transitional hero, coming from a perspective of someone who hid within society only to emerge as the icon that he is named for, to promote a type of unification of honor and justice and respect within the black community. And that's why Icon is such an icon. The message aside though, let's also take a look at his powers. Because of Icon's strength and power, he is often compared to Superman, even so much as going by the Black Superman. And this is no mistake. McDuffie and Cohen wanted to make sure that there was an iconic hero who fit the description and the look of many black youths who could relate to a hero that looked like them. So his powers consist mainly of, and it's a long list, super strength, super speed, super agility, flight, super senses, invulnerability, super healing, self-sustainability, meaning he can withstand high pressures, without air, doesn't need to eat as much, and etc. And he comes with a foray of energy blasts. He can shape these blasts into concussive force bolts, stun bolts, energy enhanced punches, and even force fields. His powers are pretty much a force to be reckoned with itself. Now you're probably wondering, if he's compared to Superman based on his powers alone, how does his origin stand up? Well, it's also very kind of similar to that of Superman as well. However, he is not the last of his race. You see, his origins in the New 52 are currently unconfirmed as of to this date, but in the previous iterations known as the Dakotaverse, it is stated that Icon is of an alien species known as Terminians. It is a species that apparently is no stranger to intergalactic travels, and as such, during one of their freight ships traveling through the galaxy, there was some type of accident and the ship exploded. And during this explosion, many of these life pods and life vessels were able to eject from the ship and seek homes. One of these life pods was that of our hero Icon. His life pod was jettisoned through space and actually landed on Earth in 1839 in the south of the United States of America in a cotton field. And if you caught the year 1839 in the south, of the USA in a cotton field, you start to get a very simple picture. The life pod had a built-in function that can shape the life form inside the life pod to adapt to the structures of whatever life form it scans first on this planet. It is a defensive mechanism to have the alien inside blend in to whatever dominant species roams this planet. So it happened that a young woman by the name of Miriam, who happened to be a slave during this period, found the life pod and was scanned. It was then the life pod opened up and there was a young black baby boy. At this time he was named Arnis, but because he doesn't age after reaching adulthood, he basically took over the identity of his self-proclaimed children. So as time went on, Arnis basically donned the name Augustus I, and after another generation of years went by, he became Augustus II, the third, and currently in the modern day era, the fourth. In this modern era, Augustus Freeman IV is known to be a very well-intelligent lawyer. And if you watch the cartoon Young Justice, you may have seen a reference to this, as when the Justice League themselves were on trial in an intergalactic court, they had Augustus Freeman IV, Icon, defend them as their lawyer. So during this period of him only being a lawyer in the city of Dakota, he was not a superhero. It wasn't until one evening, Augustus Freeman's house was broken into, and in that commotion, he used his powers. It just so happened that the burglar of this home invasion was a young girl by the name of Raquel Irvin. She became so enamored by the power that Icon used, she quickly convinced him to don a superhero identity to help the community of the city of Dakota to push forward a better environment for those living in it. She was the one that inspired him to become a superhero. And to her benefit, she decided to don the name Rocket and become his protege / sidekick. And with that, the duo of Icon and Rocket was created. That pretty much wraps it up for episode 1 of Behind the League Black History Month edition. Because this is our first episode, we're very curious as how we can better improve these videos in the future. So if you have any suggestions, tips, advice, etc., leave them in the comment section below. And also remember to share the video with your friends, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and subscribe if you would like to see more. Episode 2 will feature Nubia, who happens to be Wonder Woman's sister. So if you didn't know that Wonder Woman had a black sister, stay tuned for episode 2. Also remember that March 25th, we will be seeing Batman v Superman. The two most iconic superheroes of the DC universe go head to head on the big screen. If you want to support Essence of Zen, feel free to use our link in the description below to start a 30-day trial for Kindle Unlimited. That's free access to over 10,000 books and audiobooks for 30 days. That's unlimited reading, unlimited listening on any device. When nearing the end of the trial, if you wish not to continue the service, be sure to cancel the renewal activity via amazon.com/mycd. Thank you. Well guys, I've been Zonokami for Essence of Zen. I really hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope to improve the series as the videos progress. The best way to do this is with your help. Tell me what you guys would like to see, who you would like covered, and we'll try to make that happen. So I'll see you in the next one, but until then, as always, take care.